Want to see how hard I can actually clap my hands? Oh, it legitimately actually kind of hurt. Oh, God. What's up? So today, guys, I got a little bit of a video. I want to talk about this video. I've talked a little bit about this in the past. I made a video talking about first appearances. Now, this video, I want to talk about first appearances that are specifically weird, confusing. Maybe one book could be like, oh, this is the first appearance, but in another book could be like, oh, that's actually the first appearance, you know? Now, first off, before we get into this is not a cameo versus first appearance debate. That's not what this is. What this is like first appearances that CGC either doesn't note. There are multiple books where it's like, well, maybe this one is the first appearance than this book. Publication things where it's like confusing, retcon issues, all stuff like that to just make first appearances weird. And yeah, so that's kind of what we're talking about in today's video. And first off, before anything, we're going to be talking about my personal favorite one on this list, which is the first appearance of Domino. Now, a lot of people would say New Mutants 98, that's the first appearance of Domino, right? Me personally, I don't think that's the first appearance of Domino. I don't think it is. Because in that story, it's later come to reveal that the Domino in the New Mutants and the X-Force before issue, I think it was 11, is actually a character called Copycat, who was just pretending to be Domino. And then the real Domino was revealed in issue number 11 or 12, I think it's actually 12, of X-Force. That one yellow cover where she's fighting Deadpool. That's the real first appearance of her. But it's like a weird thing, because like it's Domino, but like it's not really Domino. It's like someone pretending to be Domino. So it's like, if somebody was dressed up as Batman, but then they predated Batman, but actually that wasn't Batman, that was just some random guy in a Batman costume, is that still the first appearance of Batman? I don't know, guys. Let me know in the comment section down below. Would you consider that first appearance? Next one, and this is probably the most iconic one on the list in terms of what it is. I'm talking about the first appearance of the black suit Spider-Man. Now, this one is weird because there are actually 3 books that came out in the same month that a lot of people consider the first appearance of the Black Suit Spider-Man, which is Marvel Team Up 141, ASM 252, and of course Secret Wars number 8. Now, 252 is actually the earliest, first full appearance. However, there is a slew of advertisements and previews in a whole bunch of other books prior. I think there's actually 6 or 7 dating back 2 to 3 years. So if you want to call that a first appearance, then I mean, go ahead. But it's weird because Secret Wars 8, even though 252 came out first, it was originally intended that one would be the first appearance of the black suit. But Secret Wars was a monthly series, right? And it was going to be a chronological kind of timeline type thing. But they couldn't just stop all stories that they were printing to tell Secret Wars, right? So all of their other series were still printing, including ASM, and that's why in 252 he just kind of has the black suit. It's not really explained. While in Secret Wars 8, it was the original intended first appearance, and there's actually an origin behind it. You find out it's a symbiote, it's an alien. So yeah, that's kind of the story with that. It's a really weird thing. There's a lot of books that could be considered a first appearance. This one was supposed to be its first appearance, but then it wasn't. It's weird. Another weird situation like that. Another one here is Justice League Dark. Now, there are 2 books that come to mind when thinking about Justice League Dark. I was actually on a panel with Mon Comics and Lunch Money Comics, and we were talking about how this is kind of confusing. And now a lot of people would say Justice League Dark number 1. I mean, that's the first time they mentioned the name, first official kind of saying of it. That's the first appearance. However, there's a lot of, well, maybe not a lot. There's 2 other scenarios where those kind of characters, those same characters come together and they form a group. And those issues, it's an issue of Swamp Thing. I forget the specific issue, but it's a blue cover and has all those characters on the front of it. You'll know when you see it. I'll pop a picture up right here. And it was one of the Blue Devil books too. And in that book specifically, they're like, hey, we should make our own Justice League, but the dark version. I think the Creeper says that. So those things, those preliminaries, are kind of offsets of Justice League Dark. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. You think one of these two books are the first appearance of Sleet Dark. It's weird because CGC doesn't note even any of these as like the first kind of appearance of just Sleet Dark. CGC doesn't mention it at all for any of them. But I think most people would say that Swamp Thing is the real first appearance of him. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Another weird first appearance that comes to my mind is, of course, my girl Gwenpool. You guys know I like Gwenpool. She's the staple of this channel. And her first appearance is super confusing. So she first appeared in Deadpool Secret Wars #2, specifically the variant cover. But she kind of didn't. The reason I say that is because she is not in the story at all. She's nowhere in the actual interior of the book. She is on the cover. She's a variant cover, and like where it would say Deadpool Secret Wars, it's crossed out, says Gwenpool. It's a fun little variant cover. Also an expensive book at a 9.8. I eventually want to get that. But yeah, it's so weird because you have your distinctions between like first appearance and first cover appearance, but every single other scenario is they first appear and then they appear on the cover, right? This is, to my knowledge at least, the only time, like in comic books period, where the character actually makes their first appearance on a cover, but not in the story. And they, like, a later book is their first appearance in the story, which is Howard Duck #1. So yeah, let me get your guys' thoughts on that one specifically, because that's a super weird one. This is like the only scenario where like their first appearance is on the cover but not in the actual story. That's super weird, and I was thinking about that. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, right? But yeah, that's basically kind of what I got for you guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, but like I said, make sure you like, comment. Okay, who is saying that? Hello? Well, if it isn't Obi the Pug looking to take over my video. So, you obviously have a book to talk about, so stage is yours.
JLS 75 is considered the first appearance of the second Black Canary. However, in the story itself, it's actually the Earth 2 Black Canary that is stated to be moving over to Earth 1 as the new Black Canary. However, many of issues later, it's revealed that it was actually her daughter, so it's a retcon.
Valid points. Very good points. Let me know in the comment section down below if you agree with Obi the Pug. But yeah, seriously guys, thank you guys for watching the video. This is the actual end of the video now. So yeah, like I said, like, comment, subscribe. We're getting really close to 300 subscribers, so if we can get me to that milestone, that'd be really awesome. And like we're right there, right? We're like right there. Just click the button, right? Yeah, we're also getting close to 100 followers on my Instagram, so if you're not followed on my Instagram, follow me on my Instagram. I don't post super often, nor do I post kind of really interesting things there, but it does support me, and if you want to support more than just subscribing on the channel, that's a good way to do so. Just support me on my Instagram. So yeah, that's kind of what I got for you guys. Let me know if you agree with any of my picks here in the comment section down below, and yeah, hope you guys have a really good one. Peace.